Hmm. Hello, 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 everyone. Let me turn this, I think. That's better. That is better. Impromptu live stream. Very impromptu live stream, like I did last week. I've been enjoying a rest period from work. So I've not been working, and then I decided that once a week, middle of the week or in between my next live stream, which is always on a Sunday, that I'll come out here and just come live and see if anybody will notice me and come and join me. There's nothing serious, nothing planned. This is just an impromptu one. Impromptu live stream. Oh, you always catch me on one of these impromptu live streams. Abdul, you caught me on this. You've given like thumb up as well. Abdul, you really know the drill. You know what's up. You know what to do and when to do it. As soon as you come in, I can see one person and one thumb up. That's how to do it. Look beautiful. I try. That's part of what we are going to discuss today. Is actually nothing structured, and just to talk about wellness, being fulfilled in your life. Doesn't mean that you have everything you want on earth, because we will never have everything we want. But I'm just sitting in my bedroom, back in the window. So what you can see outside there are all the houses of our neighbors, I think, and there's some flowers, I think you can see. I thought if I back the window, that way we can have natural light. Yeah, I'm going to just chat. I can see it. Yeah, you can see. Yes, that's the our opposite neighbors, the other side of the road. I thought if I just leave the window a little bit open, I can get natural light in, so we can chit chat. And as I say, this is not planned. I have a premiere on Ifechi family coming up at 6 p.m. I have a premiere. It's already set up. So I'm going to be here for about between half an hour to 1 hour, depending on if people come and go. Then I'll see the maximum I'll be here. Today will be an hour. I can see others are joined. Oh, Abdul, see who joined. Chisan. Chisan found me. She found me. I can see, oh my goodness, I can see 13 people up there and only one thumb up. Now. 13 people up there and just one thumb up. I'm surprised that people are coming in even because, when you don't advertise the live stream, you just come out to chit chat. You just feel like catching up with people. How are we all doing? That's what I'm doing today. Just how are we doing? How is going on? Self-care. Are we looking after ourselves? Are we taking care of ourselves? Look at that. Up to 19 people. I've only got 2 thumbs up, and I'm sure that those thumbs ups are from Abdul and Chisan. The other 17 people who just are in the background, it's up to 23 now. Where are these people? Beautiful. Thank you, Chisan. That's part of what I'm going to talk about today. Self-love, self-care, whether you have or you don't have. Sometimes the way I smile a lot and package myself, people will think, in fact, somebody already said it one day, a few years ago. Oh, my husband is always saying, I wish he's like Dr. Ezrim, because my husband, PhD holder, they all know him as Dr. Ezrim. I wish my husband is like Dr. Ezrim. I'm like, really? We don't show. Yeah, so thank you for coming. I have a lot more people in the background. Even if you don't want to chat to me, if you just want to listen to what I'm saying, why not just increase that thumb up? I can have up to 19, 17, now 14 people And only Chison and Abdul has given me a thumb up. Why now? Don't you people like this older lady with beautiful smile? Eh? I'm sure you do like me. So, do you people notice what happened now? We can do better with, yes. All those people have disappeared. Chison, I don't know whether they're human beings. So I had a little bit of internet issue now, and I just have to put the mobile data, even though I'm at home, I have to put the mobile data on, because sometimes this happens when you're using your phone. So my mobile data is on, and that's fine. Help them to share the live stream. Oh, you've already shared, Abdul. Thank you. Robots, yes, there must be robots. Chison, it went down to, was it 3? Now it's up to 6. And the thumb up is not increasing. So I'm thinking they're robots, because if they're human beings and they see this smiley face and they don't want to thumb up to hear what I've got to say, it tripped off. And then, oh, yeah, it tripped off. That's why I'm saying I had to put it on mobile data, because it tripped off. I don't want any distractions. So that's why I have to put it on mobile data now. So we have the Wi-Fi and the mobile data on. So no tripping off. We don't want that this afternoon. We just want to smile and chat. Hey, from Poland. How do you say your name? J Lollipop. Oh, wow. That's a lovely name, J Lollipop. You love lollipop, do you? From Poland. You're very welcome. I'm in UK. I'm streaming from UK. Beauty by NJ. Beauty by NG. Thank you for coming. You know, yesterday we are talking about self-care and self-love in your live stream. And then there are other things that just happened recently. In fact, I was just discussing that with Daddy yesterday evening. Somebody called me, and it has to do with this self-love and self-care. I'm like, the spirit is leading. It's just, she's Beauty by NG was discussing that yesterday. I was there, and somebody called me about yesterday was like, we need to talk more about this self-love and self-care. We're putting everything together, both what you eat, what you put inside your body, how you pamper yourself. Sometimes switch all these video gadgets off and say to yourself today, even if you're married or married, sometimes I know you love your husband, you love your wife, but sometimes just say, I am going out today. I'm going to the spa. I'm going to have a massage. I'm going to do that. Just go. And when you have an understanding husband, of course, they will even pay for it. Go and do that, my love, because you are doing so good. So we need these things. Yeah. So, J Lollipop, you're very welcome. Beauty, you're welcome. Abdul, you're welcome. I know that people will come and go, but it's okay. It's okay, because it's not a structured live stream. It's just one of those that we just have to encourage one another to talk about looking after ourselves, starting from inside outside. Just look after yourself. You don't have to spend too much money to love yourself, to care for yourself. Nobody else will do it for you. Stop making excuses. Find message now. You see? Did you people see that? She's a Thai message at the moment on her own. She's a mother of many nations, so I always get it wrong. Is it 5 or 6 children that she has? Mother of nations. But where is she now? On her own. Because we are individuals. We are human. We are individuals before we became mothers. Sorry, before we became wives and before we became mothers or grandmothers, as the case may be with some people like myself. Yes, 6 kids. I had 4, and at the time you think that 4 is a lot. She beat me to it. Because at the time they 4 children. Yeah, Ngwano, come and see a Beauty. And when you see her, You think she's just starting. In fact, she's just waiting to get married. And that's how it should be. With those 6 children, where is she at the moment? She's in Thai massage. It's not only about children. Children, of course, look after your children. I have a premiere, I have a video coming up at 6 p.m. UK time. I don't know if you've noticed that in my Ifechi family. Please join that premiere. When you see the thumbnail and my title, you see what that video is about. It's a very important video. I know that you all have heard the story, but I had to put my penny worth into that story. It's on Ifechi family, 6 p.m. UK time. What is the time now? Now it's almost 4. So in about 2 hours, I have that premiere on Ifechi family. Let's connect there if you are free. It's only an 8 minutes or 9 minutes video. We're going to talk more about it on my Sunday live stream on Ifechi family. But today I just have a short video to say how I feel about that. And obviously other things happening around us and around the world. We're going to discuss that on Sunday. Double this, okay. Yes, so double tap. That's what you say, isn't it? Double tap to support the live stream. Yes, so I know that this is work time. I mean, it's almost 4 p.m. That means that some people will be at work. So I will understand if people come and go. But when you come, at least spend at least 10 to 15 minutes or more, or stay with me forever. Ooh, 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 ooh. My smiley face, I keep trying not to love you, but I'll love you anyway. We should be together. When I want to wind my husband up, I'll go to his in front of him. I'll start singing this song and I'll start dancing. I don't know. Some of you are quite young to know this song. It's from Don Williams. It's a song by Don Williams, sung many years ago. It's like my love song for my husband. When I want to really, I go in front of him and I'll just shake and dance for him. He will just look at me. He will do his head like this. This woman, meaning this woman, I don't know your age. I say, which age? Which age are you talking about? Who is talking about age here? Just keep going. Even if I have to be running around and be boisterous at 80, why not? I've seen people in their 90s that are still driving their cars and doing their own thing. What thing? Back in my days, so Chisan, well, yes, you're coming on. You're not one of these 30s and 40s people. You're coming on to you've hit the 5th floor now, isn't it? And your husband just hit the 6th floor. And I have been on the 6th floor for a few years. And my birthday is coming up on the 6th of March. That will be on a Thursday. And I'm not working at the moment. So I'll do that live stream the same day, which will be Thursday, the 6th of March. It's not far away from now. So we can add another year to those beautiful years that God has blessed me with. When people, in fact, my joy is to the other limit now. After what we went through last year, my joy has doubled. I was just saying to Abdul that the background is I'm just using a normal light. I opened the window in my bedroom for you, and you can oversee the other side of the road. That's a different building there. I thought I'll do this quickly because it gets quite dark here in the UK. Before you know it, it's now almost 4 o'clock. By 5 p.m. now, everywhere will go dark. So I thought, let me use the natural light to do this live stream quickly. And before I rest a little bit and then do this, what do you call it? Do the premiere that will come up at 6 p.m. UK time, which will be 7 p.m. Europe time and Nigerian time for your family. My dear. People don't even know the half of the story. Because on this social media, you know your limit, what you want people to know. Hey, if people actually know the full story, the thank God will be 100 million thanks, not enough to thank God. But one thing I noticed or I learned from that journey last year, is what God says, that he will have mercy on whom he will have mercy. That's the only thing, that God's mercy. And also, it's very important when we are going through the wilderness, because to me, it was wilderness. It was a time of wilderness last year, from end of August until 6 days before Christmas, when Daddy was discharged from hospital. If you see him now, I told him I wanted to feature him on his, I said, no, let me wait until my birthday. He will come out and say a prayer for me and thank you all for all your thoughts and prayers. I've told him how you all were asking about him and praying, and people sending me messages. Is he the one Chison did? I know her own was even more than just sending message. Herself and her husband, she knows what I'm talking about. Is it what Beauty by NJ? She sent me messages on my Instagram asking, is it, how can I even start? I'm just naming you two because you are here on my live stream today. I cannot name people because almost even people I thought that, oh, they will, I said, oh, so people are really enjoying my videos. Because I said, oh, Mommy Ifechi, I've not seen a video, your video for 1 month. I've not seen a video for 2 months. What's going on? I'm like, that's interesting, really, because as I was coming, I was getting ready to come back. I said to Daddy, I said, look, maybe I should just forget about this, YouTube and just rest. He said, rest what? You have your family there, he said. You have to continue. He said, you're not the one doing your editing, and it's true. I don't earn any more, and I don't earn much. I don't earn any money, so that God will not say you're telling lies. I won't say I'm not earning anything, but obviously, since I've not been on YouTube for end of August till now, you know what that means for revenue. But he said, you know why you're on YouTube. You know the reason why you're there, because he said you don't do your editing. Yeah, when you see all those my videos, editing and the thumbnail, I don't do them. Somebody does them for me. I don't get money from YouTube, but I pay her to do it. That shows that it's the passion I have. Of course, I get money from YouTube from time to time. People will supercharge. People will join my membership. And from there, everything that comes out of YouTube, 100% and more, goes to our charity. We have different charities that we help, an orphanage that we support. Do you know, when Daddy was unwell, I'll lie at the corner of the bed where he normally sleeps, and I'll cry to God. I prayed and cried to God. I say, God, I want my husband back to this side of the bed where he normally sleeps. Yes, we have 4 children and grandchildren, but they're grown and gone. They're living with their wives. It's just 2 of us here. Like they're all planning to come in March, and we're looking forward to that. Because they're going to come, oh, they're coming in March. You look forward to that, they will come, and then they will go again. And that is the prayer of every parent or parents, that your children will grow to a certain age, they'll get married if they wish to get married. Yes, I have to use that caveat. If they want to get married, because if they don't want to get married and they give you reasons why they don't want to get married, and they are enjoying their life, fulfill their living, and don't force them. Even if don't think, oh, because of their age. All my sons all got married in their mid-30s, 34, 35. All 3 of them who are married, they all married at the age of 34, 35. So I always say to my other sister, her first daughter and my first son were the same year, a month. They were the same year and month. That's not my immediate older sister, but the next one, because I married before some of my sisters. So I married quite young, but these children delayed getting married. So I became an older grandma. But I thank God that I'm even one. I know people that we all got married the same year. They waited for 15 years, 15, before they didn't even have their own. They have to adopt 2 most beautiful, lovely children. And now they are adults. They are giving them joy. So, ladies, get married on time than men. Yes, exactly. It's true. It's true, because this my niece, Favor, her first And it's like going to teenage years now. And here we are. Just started couple of years ago, but it's all good. We thank God for everything. What if they delay to get that married and then they have to wait and wait before they are blessed? What are you going to do? Are you God? So in any situation, in every circumstance, anything we find ourselves, we just thank God. Yes. Yes, I see what you mean. I know what you meant by that. Yeah. We just thank God. Stop comparing. Oh my, in fact, there was a time somebody, our people don't know how to talk. Our people don't know how to talk. There was sometimes a lady said to me openly, not that she said to somebody, she told me. She said, quite a few years ago, before my son started getting married, oh, auntie, because she calls me auntie, what this boys, what are they waiting for? They should start getting married though. You and uncle, you are at the age where you should be having grandchildren. She told me. I looked at her and I smiled. You're so ignorant. So people are so ignorant. The way they talk, they don't mind what they say. Double tap your screen to support this live stream. Oh, Chisan, thank you so much. Please, please, please do that. If you're in the background, just double tap and support the live stream. If you don't want to type or say hello, that's okay. So, as I said, today is not a structured live stream. It just encourages us to self-love ourselves, to self-care ourselves. Beauty by NG is in the spa or in the massage, thigh massage. I've done thigh massage a few times, and I tell you, so good. Full body. The lady was quite small, so she, at a point, she had to jump on my back, and she was doing this. I'm like, hey, do you have to do that? But I loved it because she's very small lady, so she has to do that. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Pin the message, mommy, if you can. Which message? About double tapping? Don't you know how people laugh at me when I'm on live stream? I can put on a live stream by double tapping. I can use the other phone. Let me use that phone and also put it on Ifechi Health and Wellness and see if I can tell me what to do. Because only info. There are things I don't understand on this. Daddy will say, I say, God knows why he spent this life. My dear, I would have been a lost person, especially when it comes to, what do you call it? It used to be hubby and my youngest son, who was at home at the time, that helps me with these things. But since he's not there, since he now lives on his own, our youngest, he's the only one that is not yet married. So he comes quite often to make sure that we are behaving ourselves. So when he was here, he was helping me a lot, and then himself and dad helped me a lot with these things. So let me go on. I don't know why this picture keeps showing on. Okay, we're on Ifechi Health and Wellness. Okay. Ngwa, tell me, how do I what do you pin the message if you can? Which one? The one you say double tap, So what do I do? How do I pin it? I'm using a different phone now. Chison, what do I do? Do I double click on my message and pin? Okay, pin will show. Hold on. Aha. I got it. I know how to do it when I'm on my laptop or on a desktop. When I do my Sunday live stream, I'm always on the desktop. So I know what to do. But when I do the midweek impromptu live stream, I just come on my phone to do it. So I don't know if I had tried to do it on that phone I'm using, it might be a problem. But I did it on the phone, the other extra other phone. So I was able to do it. Yeah. Smart. She said I'm smart. She said I'm smart. I'll go and tell that after I said, so, Chison said that because she knows you, because I told him, about you and your husband. He knows you. I'll say to him, you think I don't know what to do with IT and stuff like that? Go and check the live stream and see what the other YouTuber Chison said about me, that I'm a smart mama. Hey. So let us just self-love, self-care. You don't have to spend a lot. We Black beauties, Chison is one of them. We Black beauties, actually, we don't need a lot. Chison, am I wrong? All right. We don't need a lot. Personally, apart from having my foundation and my lippy, I have to have my lippy on. And if I have time, I'll put a little bit of, use an eye pencil to do a little bit of eye pencil and put a little bit of eyeshadow if I have time. But what I do not joke with is my little foundation. Shout out to my sister in America, my junior sister, when she came for the wedding in October. I told her that I want this. I said Mary Kay. She said, no, sis. I know a friend who is same color complexion as you. I'll ask her what she uses, because this thing is so spot on. I didn't even put much today. This is the one I've had. I have this on when I went out and came back. I didn't even bother to look at my face before. I just wanted to make sure that my lips, I've got my little lippy on. That's enough. Yes, Black beauty. We don't need to do more. That's why when I look at some people, they'll do this, they'll do that. I'm like, I say it all the time, and I'm not bragging about it. I'm only just thanking God, and maybe to encourage others who are dark complexion like me and Chison. Don't you see Chison? Don't you see how sweet she looks? And another person that is quite dark and really always natural is Olufunke. Funke, yes. And others. I have a few people who are really maintaining their color. I'm a Mary Kay beauty. I said Mary Kay, because that's the one I wanted. She said that Mark. She got me Mark instead. But I tell you, I love it. Yeah, Funke, very, well. So these are the type of, we have to be proud. My sister, two of my sisters in America, the one that was in Virginia, she now moved to Maryland. Not Maryland. Maryland is around the corner from Virginia. She moved to North Carolina a couple of months ago. And the other one is in Jacksonville. They are both fair. I'm sure if you go on my video, down on my video, you see where I put my thumbnail with my junior sister. You see how fair she is and how dark I am. But we just maintain who we are. If you're created fair, good, maintain it. If you're created dark like me, and Jesus, see me bragging now about my being black. Some people, even when let me tell you people this story. When we are younger, these two of my two sisters and others, I'm fairer. I'm even lighter now for some reason. Maybe because I live in the UK, I don't have a lot of sunshine. I'll be crying. I said to my mom, why am I like this color? My mom said, look at you. Because my mom, same color as me. Say, don't you? That's why my English name is Adeline. And my mom's name was Adeline. I'm not the first daughter. I'm not the second daughter. I'm not the third daughter. I'm the fourth daughter. Mom gave me her name because of that complexion. She said, do you know why you are called Adeline? Adeline is my, yes. If at work, that's what I'm known as. Black is beauty. Who is this? Where did you come from? I didn't see you. Welcome. Well, greetings. Let me be reading this from the other phone because I have the same phone now. I didn't see you. You coming in? You came in when I was bragging about my color, my black color, that people that I used to cry before. Why am I this color? Why are my sisters fair? Now I'm so proud of it. I don't have to spend so much. People say your skincare routine. I say, which skincare? Because people see me naturally, they'll think, oh my goodness. I remember when I had this get together with the Lagos people when we visited Nigeria the last time. They're like, Ifechi, the camera is not giving you, it's really not giving what your skin is like. Look at you. I'm like, I don't know. I'm listening, but can't comment now. Okay. Beauty is having a thigh massage. I've had that particular type of massage twice or 3 times, I think. They cost quite a bit, but hey, what are we talking about? The money we are earning. What are we going to do with it? I know a few people in hospital at the moment. All they do, most of them, not all of them, some of them, not most of them, some of them do is calculating money, saving. I'm not saying don't save, but live for now. Do what you've got to do for now. Another black beauty. Yes, so yeah. Beautiful Chisan Ked. Yeah, it's greeting you, Chisan. So I used to look at me now. I'm so proud of it because I don't need to do more. And what I was trying to say before, that I said I'm not bragging at all because it's God's mercy and God's goodness. I've never had the need to treat my face for acne, pimple, this. Even when I was a teenager, I know when a teenager, some people will have this hormone causing them to break out and all the rest of it. Some people will, when they're going through their period, they will have all the breakouts. When they're going through menopause, which I am now, I think I'm towards the tail end of my menopause. But yeah, I'm still going through it because I started quite late. That's something about menopause. Some people start in their 40s. People like me started in my 50s. So it really depends. And that means it can go on and, whatever. So I've never had any need, like pimple. I don't know what pimple. I see pimple on people's face, but I've never had one. Not even one single one. And I thank God for that. But at the same time, other people have it due to these reasons I mentioned, due to their hormone and stuff like that, or just the way they are. And if they need to treat it, they have to treat it. But I don't think that treating it with something that will make your skin color change is the best way to treat it. Because I know somebody I know before, and when I met her, I'm like, what's going on? Why is your face like this? And that's why I want to bring this up. She said to me, you are lucky that you don't get these things, because she's known me for years. And then I just met her and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not the color I used to know you. She said, you're lucky that you don't have these breakouts. It's because I have this breakout, and this is I was using certain cream, and then it's causing this lightening of skin. I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't really say anything. Do you have to use something like that to clear such things? I don't know. But if that is how you want to do your own self-love, go for it. We are talking about self-love today and self-care. Just like what Beauty by NG is doing at the thigh massage. How many times do we, as mothers in particular, Chison did it the other time. She took her husband. She was with her husband. They went to treat themselves. Because sometimes if you don't do it with men, they will not go. Take them along sometimes, and sometimes just go on your own as the mother and the wife, as the queen that you are. Go and treat yourself. And if your husband really loves you and cares for you, he will support it. He will even be the person to fund it. If you are in that relationship where people fund things. When I hear people say, my husband gave me money for this, I don't understand it, because nobody gives each other money here. And that has been going on for years. When I hear some people say, my husband bought a car for me, I don't get it. But that's how people live. And I don't condemn. Marriage is no one size fits all. No. If that is what works for you, and your husband has to give you money to go and do self-care, fine. When I say that he funds it, meaning that the money comes from our joint account. So that means when I say that he funds it, is just, we have an account where we just do what we feel. And when I did many years ago, obviously you know that Daddy is now in his early 70s, but many years ago, when I did surprise party for him for his 50th, I won't do that again. Why I say I won't do that again, it was nerve-wracking, because all those things that he would have helped me to do, and our children were much younger, all those things that he would have helped me to do, I could not ask him because it was a surprise. And when I did that surprise party, all the money I used to buy drinks, pay the caterer, pay the videographer, whatever, they all came from our joint account. It was later on that I was saying to him, didn't you wonder where the money was going, were moving from? I said, which account? He said, whatever you use the money for, I know it's something that is necessary. Wow. What do you call that? Trust. He knows that I cannot go and misuse it for nothing. If anything, he knows how much I save. I save more than, I try to save money more than he does. I'll go to the shop. I went for something else. So when I came, I'll come back from the shop. He will see various things there. He will laugh and he will say, are they doing bug off? Because I've got 6 of this, 6 of that. And I look at the dates. They're not going to expire until next couple of years, depending on the item. Are they doing bug off? Meaning buy one, get one free. So he knows, his wife, that I'm that kind of person. I like to be very clean. I like to, be modest in my dress and everything, but I don't go OTT. You see, sometimes my youngest son will say, Mom, when I get married, I'll tell my wife not to bother about jewelries. She can come here and choose. I love my jewelries. It doesn't mean that they're so expensive. It's just, and I said to him, that's not a problem. Only if your wife, to be, will like, by then, those fashions would have gone. If she would like them. He said, oh no, they're all so beautiful. I'm sure she will. I say, okay, let the time come. He was saying this when he was only how many years now, so I just want to look good and keep myself, but it doesn't cost me much at all. So going back to what I was talking about, that surprise 50th that I did for him. After that, I said, never again, because of not just the outcome was so beautiful. All the people I told to come before the time, they all came. So that and because of the type of husband I have, he does not question things. Nearer to the time of that party, somebody sent us card and put some money in the card saying, oh, sorry, we can't attend the party. Hey! And my husband was the one that opened the envelope. I'm like, then you know what he said? He said to me, oh, look at the card from so and so. They thought that we are having a party because already we have gone on his day of his birthday. We've gone out as a family, went and ate and treated him with a meal. So to him, that is it. That's the type of person he is. He thinks that's fantastic. He was so, yes, it's so stressful. I know you did one recently, Chison. It's so stressful. It's not something you do twice. Once is enough. I did his on his 50th. 60th and 70th, I did not bother. Well, 70th, we all did an open big party. But yeah, I wouldn't do it. It's so stressful. So stressful. So I have to, and our children, as I say, your own children are even older. Now that your husband turned 60, mine was, obviously was 50 that he turned at the time. They were much younger, but they helped me a lot. We have to do like a book that says, Dr. Hubert Chidi Ezrim, this is your life. So we have to, I was asking him some questions. He was telling me about his life, and I was passing it over to our first son to compile it as a book, which was read that day. So that day when he was listening to this, he said to me, because each time I ask him someone, he said, why are you interested in all this now? I say, just tell me, am I not your wife? I should have known these things since. And that's my husband. He won't go on again. He just was telling me his life, secondary school there, this one, that, this and that, everything. I was just passing over to our son. He was compiling that day. As they were reading it, he was just like this. He would look at me. He would, and all the people that came, because we started our life here in Scotland, all our friends from Edinburgh and other parts of UK attended that party. And they were all so good. I told them the time the party will start. I said, please, I don't want us to meet anybody on the way when we are entering. So they all came and they were all there. So as we are, I told him, my husband is so unassuming. I've never seen a man like this in my life. In the midst of all the hiding, the day of the, after that envelope came, oh, we can't attend the party. He said, oh, they thought we were having a party. I say, yes, don't worry. And then that was it. He just took that. And then just before we went to the hall, somebody called me. The person that was taking care of the drinks called me. And I was speaking to the person in Igbo. And I just went a little bit out of where he was, and I was speaking to the person in Igbo. He could hear that I was speaking to somebody in Igbo. And then when I came back, he said to me, oh, who was that? I said, oh, it's Bumi. Bumi is one of my partners in crime of that party. I said, it's Bumi. He said, but you are speaking Igbo to the person. Me, you see, you go by then. He said, but you are speaking Igbo to Bumi, doesn't hear Igbo. I said, oh, did I speak Igbo? I'll never do this again. I said, oh, was I speaking Igbo? Oh, don't mind me. And my husband did not ask again. That's him. My two older ones helped me. Yes. If it was when he was 60 or so, my children would have at least helped more. But what I did not say, that time, our youngest would have been 10. Yes, just about 10. I didn't tell him, oh, others knew, but he didn't know. Because even though they all know, it's a surprise. You shouldn't tell daddy. That small one, because he's so close with that, he will go and say, daddy, there's something that is happening, that is going to happen next Saturday, but you're not supposed to know. He would have done that, knowing him. So I didn't even, it was a surprise for him as well. And how did we do it? This Bumi I'm talking about and Boyega, we arranged that they are going to send us an invitation to the hall that we've already arranged, to sort of an invitation that they are doing a party in that hall. So we even have to sew new clothes for that party. And when we are going to sew new clothes, my husband said, why are we sewing new clothes? Don't we have enough clothes here? I say, yes, well, I know we do, but this party, I want us to dress well. Again, that's the type of person he is. He did not question me. I went and bought the materials. We went to a tailor. He was measured. He got the material. He didn't ask me, what do you mean sewing a new cloth for somebody's party that will have all these Nigerian outfits here? He didn't. I said to him, I want us to look good. That's it. Problem solved. We went and did that. And another thing, the day we are having the party, we left, because where the hall is not too far. So I took our car near to the venue prior to the time and came back and told him that we're going to use cab to the event. He said, where is the car then? I said, I left it where they are having that party because I don't want us to, when we finish, I don't even know what I told him. My dear, it's not good to tell lies if you don't know how to tell lies. I can't even remember what I told him about why I left the car at the venue. I said to him, let's just use a cab because I don't want my hair tie to get damaged. We'll just use a cab so that once we get a hair, I parked the car there and we're going to use the cab. I don't want my hair tie to get damaged in there. I don't know what I said. So once we get there, we go into the hall. He said, okay. God. Most of my friends were saying, we can't do this with our husband. No way. He will question and question, especially that one that you spoke to somebody in Igbo and you came and said, it's Bumi. Who are you fooling? They will have to find out what was that about. But he didn't pry. He didn't pry. So that day we called the cab then, and I said to everybody, I don't want us to meet anybody in the outside. So as we are coming nearer, I texted my friend. I said that we are almost in front of the venue. Please make sure everybody's inside. Make sure the lights are off, and we just start texting. And that was what they did. So as we are going in, he saw one of his friends carrying his child. He looked back and said, is that not so and so? I said, oh, maybe they invited him to the party as well. He said, oh, let me greet him. I said, no, you don't need to greet him. Let's go because we're already late. He agreed. He didn't greet the friend. He said, I said, you see him inside. He's coming to the party, isn't he? We see him inside. So we all went inside. And as he was coming in, the light went off. We still have the video. It's so funny. It was hilarious. Because he did not. In fact, his sister in Miami would have come, but something prevented it. She was already planning to come, but she couldn't. That would have been one of his biggest surprises that day. She was planning to come, but something happened, she couldn't. But all those friends who live in Scotland, who live in other parts of the UK, were all there. He would look like this, he would look like that. In fact, if you see him on that video, I felt sorry for him. And he looked at me again like, how could you have done this? But anyway, it was good. And Chison, you know what it means because you've done it recently. It's so good. So this is all part of self-care, self-love, loving your spouse, loving yourself, and don't take anything too serious. Maybe part of the reason why God saved Daddy last year is the type of, he's so unassuming. It's me that talks for him sometimes. I remember when we used to attend certain meeting. Hey, I protect him a lot because I know that he will just be there and be looking at you. But when he needs to talk, he says one or two words and it carries weight. And people will know that he has spoken and that's it. But when people start messing around with him, they don't even try it when I'm with him. We are always together. Anywhere we go, unless there's a particular reason, we are always together. And they know not to mess around because you have me to deal with. Because they can't think because somebody, is like that and you think that you can just run over them or say certain things, especially when you respect yourself. That's why when I came to this YouTube, I made sure that I try my very best to respect myself so that when anybody wants to insult themselves, I'm not even the one that will answer them. I'm sure I have my lovely family members. All of you here will answer the person and say, is it Mame Ezirim that you are Ifechi that you're talking to like that? Don't. But I try my very best. Whether you're younger, you're older, it doesn't matter. Respect is reciprocal. And if you don't love yourself, you don't have self-love and self-care for yourself, forget about transporting it to anybody because you can't. Because first of all, some people are just like peppering, always pepper body. Then how can you now love anybody else when you don't even love yourself? But if you love yourself, you can't be peppering somebody's joy. It's not your joy because why is it them? Why is it only them? Rejoice with those who rejoice. Some people don't rejoice with those who rejoice. And they don't even mourn with people who mourn, but you see them when there's mourning because they want to come and know whether it's true. Yeah? So this person is gone. This and that, you don't even know tomorrow. You don't know tomorrow. I have loads and loads of instances I can give you now regarding people that we have known over the years we've been in this country. I've been begging them, please take care of yourself. Some of them will say, maybe because children are grown up, we still have young children, we can't do this, we can't do that. I said, no, it's not because our children are grown up. Our children can testify to that. When they were younger, what we did with them. We tried our best. We are not perfect parents by any means, but we tried our best to be there for them, to take them out, to do these things with them. Because we know that they don't, Chison, look at your children. Apart from the baby, your youngest daughter, what's that her lovely name? Oh, hey, Mbano. Don't even remind me. Oh, don't remind me of her name. I love her name. How can I not remember? Hey, it's not Angel. No, it's not. Atom. Anyway, it will come to me. Apart from that youngest one, the other ones are more or less independent and doing their own thing. You have done your work when they were growing up. Now, all they come to you for is advice. You guide them. You just guide them and advise them. See, what the proverb says is it Proverb 26:6 or so? Teach the child the way they will go. Hey, it's working out in my family now. Especially one of our sons who at a point decided, I don't want to be going to church anymore. I don't want to do this. I say, okay. We're not one of those parents. We are not churchians. Going to church every day, marking present does not mean that your child is a good child or that you are good parents. No. What you do, your behavior. Now, one of the things he told us when he found his wife was, oh, I'm sure you'll be so happy, proud of me now, because the reason why I proposed to so and so was because she's a Christian. She loves the Lord. Hey, I looked at my daddy, and daddy looked at me. I'm like, you saying this? Oh, now we read daily bread. We use that to study. I'm like, thank God. So what am I trying to say? Teach the child the way they will go, and when they grow, they will not depart from it. Don't be that kind of parent that when your children are at uni, you phone them by 10 in the morning or 9, and they are saying, they haven't woken up or whatever. You are like, what? It's Sunday morning. What are you still doing in bed? You should be in the church. Stop. Because sometimes they will do this as a nice service. Are you the one that they're going to church to worship, or God? Let it come from their mind. Do your bit by guiding them when they are younger. Some people who have young children now, they think that it is by might or by power. I won't take that from my children. Then you are making them distant from you. They will tell you what they want you to hear. Remember, at the moment, it's all mobile phone. They can tell you that they're in the church. They can tell you that they're so and so place because of the way you will react. Otherwise, they'll start telling you lies. The last thing you want from your children is to be telling you lies. That's the way we raise them up. So wherever they are, whatever they are doing, they will tell you, this is where I am. This is what I'm doing. You may not like it, though. You may say, really? But you should, you just advise them. You may not like where they are or what they are doing or at that time, but no shouting match from where you are. They are at uni and you are in the home, at home, thinking that you're going to use your macho-ness as parents to keep them in order. No, you're pushing them further away. So, I know I've touched various things. I told you that this live stream is not structured, it's not planned, it's not, I don't know what I'm going to. I'm going to put the title of just a general chit chat, self-love, self-care, trust. Because I've told you several things. I've told you several things today. Love yourself. If you're married, love your spouse genuinely. Take care of yourselves. What you eat, the way you dress, the way you keep your home. Have a clean environment. It helps. It lifts your mood. When you are in a clean environment, it lifts your mood. Wow, it's almost 55 minutes. Okay, I'm going to spend another 5 minutes and I'll round this up because I have a premiere coming up in 1 hour. Join me on that premiere if you can. Those of you in the background, I hope you have given me a thumb up. I only have 5 minutes to go. We have discussed various things. I didn't even plan this, but when you talk, sometimes you go from one thing to the other and so on and so forth. That's exactly what happened this afternoon. Sometimes you just, nothing planned. Sometimes it's even good that way. That means you are not restricted or limited to saying a particular thing. I've touched various things today. The way you live your lives. Don't take this life too serious. You and your spouse, however way you decide to do your money or to do your finances, because somebody was telling me recently that before they used to say money, infidelity. I don't like the word cheating, infidelity, whatever is what adultery is what causes issues in marriage. But like now, she's telling me that now that is not, those two are no longer part of it. That is money. Now, some women these days, not all, because I know that I'm, I'm not a young person, but even at people my age group, I know how many of them are in a mess because of infidelity, this and that, and all the rest of it. But this person was telling me that the main problem people have now is money issue, financial. That is what causes problem. And that once the man, for people who say, oh, my husband did this for me, my husband did that for me, we do things for each other from the same pocket, But if obviously during the birthday you wish to get something special for your spouse, we do that. But when it comes to normal buying things, or like for example massage, we know where the money is for it and we just do that. But if it's like a gift that we give to each other specifically for a specific occasion, yes, that's totally different. We do that all the time. So she told me that his money is the issue now, that it's no longer whether infidelity or cheating or whatever, that most women now don't care. That they'll tell you that is how men are wired. I've overheard one that somebody said on YouTube that her mother-in-law, at the time she was still married, said to her, "Did I circumcise my husband for you alone?" I'm like, a mother saying this, I reserve my case. So people are thinking it's not like a license, it's just like normal. They've normalized it, that infidelity, or as you all choose to call it now, cheating. I don't believe the word cheating is too cheap. Cheating is like you can go to somewhere and somebody will just do this and cheat you and say, oh, I've been cheated by this person. But when it comes to marriage, unless you're not married, but when it comes to marriage, let's call it what it is. It's called infidelity. It is called adultery. And it's even found sometimes when I discuss things like this with my hubby, I said to him that it's even to hear it, or to even to think about it, it makes me like want to spook, want to just make me sick. Yeah. To even think about it, that you go and mingle with this person and then you come back to your normal wife again and you do this. I don't get it. I'm going to round up with this. Recently, somebody took him to somewhere, the driver, and as they were coming back, he was discussing with this driver, and this driver was of African origin, and they were just talking, and he was telling him how many years he's been married for 40 years, and this is how we met, and that when we met, this is how we were to each other and everything, and that we have not changed till today. And the man was, what brought out this story was that the man said that he's got he's got food in the car that he's going to eat once he drops him, and then that later on in the evening when he now goes back, he will eat in the house. And hubby was like, who what do you mean? He said that the one he has in the car is from her girlfriend, and the one he's going to eat when he gets home, his wife will prepare food. He said that that's how, he just was telling that it is as if it's just normal. He didn't even feel any bad about saying it. And then he was like, really? Seriously? And then he was asking, I think Daddy used his own life to maybe advise him. He said to my husband, he said, you mean for 40 years you have not gotten involved with any other woman? He said, for what? For what? My wife fulfills all my needs as a married person. Why will I do that? The man was shocked, genuinely shocked, and said to him, I've never heard any man, that's what he said, I've never heard any other man say this, because they're all like, it's normal. You can't just stick with one person. So why did you then go to the altar and say, I do? Why did you now take an oath? For better, for worse, did you take the oath for other people as well on the streets and everywhere? Anyway, let me not belabor the case. We have Premier coming up. What's the time now? It's now 16:43. It's 4:45 UK time, and the Premier will be at 6 o'clock UK time. Please join me to see what I've got to say, and I'm going to be stopping now. Thank you so much for those of you who joined me. Abdul was the first person, Chisan, Uju Talk Show, Beauty by NG, and there's another name, Lollipop something and something, and others who are in the background. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being with me at this live stream, and I'm going to be stopping it here. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Yeah, God bless you for joining me today. And if you are still there and you have not thumbs up, please do so before you leave. Thank you once again for joining me. And those of you who are going to replay the live stream, I hope you will find it useful. And I have 4 people over there. If you are one of those that are not giving me live thumbnail, hi, again, so I need to stop now. Instead of saying thumb up, I'm talking about thumbnail. If you have not given me thumb up, please do that. You have made me to say what I should do. Because I need to go. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you all for being here with me today. And if you can, please replay, because I need to start building my watch hour again now that I've been off YouTube and just coming back. Try and replay for me, and I appreciate you so much. We have discussed a few things, impromptu things, but please join me as well. And the premiere coming up shortly. Goodbye and God bless.